Hello? Hey. Hello, that's the sound of a room full of people going, they've let the 12-year-old girl back on. It's alright, I'm not Grace the child, I am her younger brother. My name's Chris. We haven't got a lot of time, so I have to reel through the exposition pretty quickly. My name's Chris. I was, and am now again, a professional stand-up comedian. However, I did give it up for a little bit to drive a van. Because sometimes you don't realise you've had a breakdown until you apply hindsight. I misappropriated blame. I thought comedy was to blame. It wasn't. I'm actually getting divorced, which is clearly the reason I was a bit miserable. Now I know someone with my face shouldn't be able to say that, but I am 31. That's years and kilos. Most people. I tread a weird sort of like tightrope. I sit on a weird fence because even though I am getting divorced, that is the information that people process, but they decide that it is not as important as the fact that I look like the little boy from the Haribo packets, and then I end up getting spoken to like a child. So case in point, I was leaving my flat for obvious reasons, and I was on a train. Yeah, for obvious reasons. Because of that, thanks for laughing at that. And just brought it all back in that instant. You might have seen it in my eyes. But I was on this train, and I had one suitcase with me, which shows you how much I was allowed to keep. I used to have a juicer and a wife, and I loved that juicer. And I was on this train and I got mistaken by an elderly lady to be the oldest son of the family that I was sat next to. And I asked, and those parents were 34. Which, if you remember from way back at the beginning, I've already been on for 17 minutes. If you remember way back at the beginning, I said I was 31. Now, this happened last year, that means they were 4 when they had me, these people, which doesn't give them enough time to meet and fall in love and get to know each other and decide they're going to settle down and start a family. But you can't tell anyone that. So I just said, no, I'm not their son, and I kept looking at the window. And then this old lady just went, cheer up, it might never happen. Now, you know what sort of day I was having, she didn't, that's fair enough, but I still don't think you should do it because it's a risk, isn't it? So I said, well, it has happened actually, because last night my wife told me that she didn't want to be with me anymore. Now, I wasn't joking, but that didn't stop her laughing. Just right in my face. And she did this thing a lot of people do when they find out I'm slightly older than they thought. Rather than say, oh, I'm sorry, they just make a joke at my expense. So I said that had happened, and then she went, how long were you married? A fortnight? Why would you say that to a human being? And I went, no, I was married for 4 years, and then she went, oh well, 4 years, you'll get over it. I was thinking, yeah, but it happened last night. Don't be patronising me, talking to like a little kid. I know I'm going to get over it, but give me some time. Give me a bit of time. And I've noticed, maybe, I don't know what the age sort of like split is in the room, but I've noticed that there's a certain way that generations communicate with each other, and it's got to stop. It's got to stop. Because I sit on this weird fence, I've noticed that the way that older people will talk to younger people is fucking disgusting. So, for example, a lot of people, they'll go, if they want to actively exclude you from a conversation, they'll just say, it's a bit before your time, as if you're somehow an idiot because you weren't around when rhubarb and custard was on. So, as far as I'm concerned, this lady, she should have used that life experience that she said she had, translated it into the wisdom that she thought she had, and talked to me like a human being. And as I was thinking that, I saw her husband with these big friendly eyes, and he was looking at me as if to go, your wife's left you. Is it everything I dream it is? I've been Chris Stokes, have a great night, thank you very much.